I've had the privilege of being a community developer with the City of Mississauga for 40 years. And Malton was the very first project, very first community that I had the privilege of working in, and the very first community meeting that I ever attended was in a kitchen with a bunch of ladies said, let's get together and organize a festival in this community. So we did that, and after it happened, this is in 1976, before this community center was even built, the community had a post-festival meeting and said, that felt good. Why do we want to wait for a whole year to do this again? Let's talk about what else we can do. And out of that grew the Malton Neighborhood Services, which is today another organization that's built into the Malton Community Center. And that has been the beginning. And if there was one theme that inspires me about this community, it is the theme of new beginnings. This community has turned over a lot over the last 40 years in terms of people coming and going. But the one theme is new immigrants getting off the airport. Their first community they often settle in and land in is Malton. And so and they're inspired to be here, to live here, because it's an opportunity for their children to have a better life. And if there's one inspiring thing that motivates people to live here and to want to work together, it's for the children and for the youth. There's constant interest in developing more youth programs, constant passion for that. And youth are the theme. Youth Center is one of the themes that gravitates people to want to work together in this community. We have an opportunity in Malton to demonstrate for Canada and for the world, people getting along from different parts of the world. Bar none, I think it's currently about 65% of people living in Malton do not speak English or French as their first language. So there's a great challenge, but a great opportunity and a great synergy and energy to try for people to want to work together. I'll just tell you one story to conclude. I've had the privilege of working with many different projects up here in Malton, and one of them was the Malton Environmental Stewardship Project back in the early 2000s. And we had on a Saturday morning, we had about 50 young people come out for 8 o'clock in the morning, if you can believe it, enthusiastic, without coffee, without Tim Hortons, to plant trees. And I was inspired just by their energy, but I went out and talked with a few people, and there was a young family. They were planting a tree in behind the Malton Community Center. And they said to me, this is our first Canadian experience. This is our first time for my family to come out and do something in our new community where we're going to build this tree and watch it grow as we grow in the community. And that inspired me to think, wow. And that's what we try to do in our community development projects here in Malton. That's why I love working in this community. So thanks for the opportunity.